Presidential meeting concerning United States-Japan automobile trade. Brought to you by Patsy Martinez, Alan Bagatorian, Warda Kabir, Jacqueline Sosa.
Since the oil stroke of 1973, consumers have changed their preference from big cars to small cars. The three major big cars, such as General Motors, Chrysler, and Ford, are concerned about facing bankruptcy. The United Auto Workers are also concerned about losing their jobs, so they seek the government for help. The American Federalization of Labor Congress of Industrial Organization are concerned about domestic employment, so they seek to have a legislation with the U.S. government. Now, William Brock and President Reagan are going to discuss the options.
For our automobile problem, we have three options. The first option, obviously, is just let free trade go. I mean, it goes with what you were saying during your campaigning, and we can just let it be. The second option would be to tax Japanese imports. Obviously, this would affect your free trade idea. I mean, it would go back on what you said. But one of our advantages would be that our people can buy American cars and their cars. So we have people can buy two types of cars, so it just won't be one type of car in the market. Our third option would be to actually put a limit of 1.5 million cars from the Japanese.
So we're only going to limit the Japanese to 1.5 million cars per year being imported to the U.S.?
Yeah, that's correct. But on top of that, we're going to say that 40% of the parts have to be made here in the U.S. That way, more jobs are made for those that have lost jobs before, if that makes sense. Also, the prices that we had before for the cars before have to be at the same price. So they can't higher their prices just because they're making new models. And if they do, they have to give us a form saying that this is why we're raising the prices.
The Japanese cars?
The Japanese cars, that's correct. Which option do you think would be better for us to take at this point?
Right now with the economy, as I see it, I would take the last option.
Because of because of the jobs?
But we need to make a contract or a plan with them to maybe, 4 years or something.
To have some type of time limitation, that would make sense. Yeah, so these are the three options that I thought, so I guess this one you will talk to the Japanese about.
I'll have a meeting with the Japanese.
Okay.
President Reagan has decided on option 3, which is limit the amount of imports by the Japanese to 1.5 million, require the Japanese to produce 40% of the autos parks in the United States, and require them to keep their prices the same for the model already in the market and new models at a reasonable price for 4 years. President goes to Japan. Zoom.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Konnichiwa. Welcome, President Reagan.
Thank you, Ms. Hasten. Well, I wanted to have this meeting with you for a couple reasons, and mostly because of the automobile imports that you guys have been sending into America. And we have found a solution to this problem.
We have a problem?
Yes, there is a problem.
I don't know more.
American cars are going to die out and they're going to be bankrupt because of you guys. So we need to have a discussion personally. Now I have a proposal for you guys.
You want me to limit the amount of my imports by the Japanese to 1.5 million. Require the Japanese to produce 40% of the auto parts in the United States, and require them to keep their prices the same for models already in the market and new models at a reasonable price for 4 years. Why would I have to agree to such a thing?
Because our economy is in a downfall. For us to keep our agreements that we have right now, I believe that we need to discuss this matter with detail.
Well, concerning the imports, I think the number is too low. I understand that your economy is in a tight situation, and I am willing to compromise, but I will not take everything that's in here. I would be willing to import 2.5 million.
2.5?
Yeah, 2.5 million.
Can't do that.
Well, it's a problem. I'm going to be building parts, so I'm going to be providing you guys with jobs. I'm going to be investing in your capital.
2.5 is too high.
The what?
2.5 million?
2.5 million.
Too high.
2.3 million.
No. I can give you 2 max. 2 million max.
Okay, if you give me 2 million, then I want this to not go above 3 years. Meaning that whether your economy gets better or not, after 3 years, I can import as many cars as I wish.
3 years. But we keep it at 2 million.
Then we'll keep it at 2 million.
40% of all your parts have to be made in America.
Yeah, I actually see this as a profitable thing for us as well, to have investment capital.
And after 3 years, we can have another negotiation about the future as well.
We will have a negotiation if that's what you desire, but I don't want another cap on how many imports I can import.
I understand.
Do we have
But,
an agreement?
yeah, we have an agreement. So
Okay.
2 million?
2 million, 40 parts, and I will keep my prices at a reasonable amount for 3 years.
Okay,
I'll report this and I'll get back to you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Presidential meeting concerning United States-Japan automobile trade.
I don't know what to say though.
I need to limit the amount of imports by the Japanese to 1.5 million.
Don't steal the paper.
You gave it to me.
I'll give it to you right
Okay,
now.
cool.
Ready?
I got you.
This way, inflation will be controlled. Also, that our advantages would be, I can't stop.
I
clicked it.
Okay, don't worry, just let